paleo community discourse. So that means there are an awful lot of working groups. It provides the opportunity to connect and collaborate other researchers in the same research group. And we basically tried to start out as such a working group, but we were transformed into a network. And that happened at the Young Scientist meeting last year in Spain, which is an event that's specifically designed for early career researchers to network, present their current work, and to get information and discuss all kinds of subjects that are relevant, especially to the early career stages. And one outcome of our 3-day meetings and discussions was that we'd like to set up a early careers working group or network, and to basically increase the presence of young scientists or scientists in their early career stages within PAGES. So a couple of us then got together and started working towards a outline. And our main goals then are basically that we want to create a network and a platform for paleo scientists in their early career stages. We want to increase their visibility to the scientific community by encouraging other working groups to work tightly with us. We want to promote wider education and community outreach, for example, through establishing a blog, a peer-reviewed blog, where everybody can contribute to. And then obviously we would like to enhance our own academic skills through webinars and through on-site training, such as, for example, have a webinar on how to review a scientific article or a grant proposal workshop. So I just said there are a few people who got together to do that, and here they are. We are a group of 10 early career researchers, some of them in their postdoc stage, some of them are still obtaining a PhD. The moment we are very Eurocentric, so we have Xavier, who's in the US at the moment, and I think Josh is going to Jamaica in a couple of months. But apart from that, most of us are in Europe, so we'd like to encourage people from outside Europe and outside the US to actively join us and participate, maybe through local, regional representatives. So now hopefully we can show you a few little features and feeds that we've set up. And I need to stop sharing this one and have Nick's screen coming in. Okay, Nick, if you could open the PAGES Early Career website. Brilliant. That's our Facebook. Okay, yeah. Let's start with the website. Here you see the first of all, I think this is just the working. If you click on the people database, right, that's just us. The people database, the one to the left. Yeah, that one. Right. So the idea, one of our objectives was that we create a database of who's currently in their early career stage, and then what are their skills, and how can we basically link them up, and how they might end up having a scientific collaboration, or where we just have help. So for example, here we have Rachel's page. So you see she has a little PAGES Early Career Network sign next to her writer, and that just, if you click on that, think it takes you back to the actual website. But you also can see that, okay. But you can also see that you can specify your expertise and interests. And at the moment, these are only the generic pages interests and expertise and disciplines and so on. But when you sign up as an ECN member and set up your profile, you also have the opportunity to select your computational skills, lab skills. So, for example, if you are proficient in R coding, there's a box where you can tick that you are proficient in R coding, and in one of our future objectives is basically to make that queryable, so that people that are in need for someone who can code with R and don't have anyone at hand can basically search someone as an early career researcher. We foster the collaboration between early career researchers. So say if you need someone who's good in, who may be like, working in a lab and just a lot of the technology, then why don't you find someone who's in my career stage and we can basically work together. It's a network for early career researchers, from early career researchers. So the idea is to basically knit together this close bond and we help each other. Excellent. Then we can look at the Facebook page. So our two social media platforms are active at the moment, Facebook and Twitter. We always update these ones first because it's just the quickest way to get information out to people. So I suggest that you follow the Facebook feed and the Twitter page. So we will tweet about job announcements, we'll tweet about workshops whenever we come across any of those. And of course, if you come across something that you feel like that's worth sharing with the early career research community, by all means, you can tweet us, you can put us in a tweet, or put something on our Facebook page, so that the wider community can benefit from that. Then we also set up a YouTube channel, which I think is empty as it stands. Yeah, we're working on that, so we're at the moment, some of us are uploading short introduction videos of themselves, so you can put a face to the name, and you can approach us at conference when you see us, or if someone has an idea and wants to make like a short explainer for some, for like a certain technique, lab technique, or just like some impressions from their fieldwork, maybe that's stuff that basically writes the profile of the early career researchers, and I think that would be really interesting and really cool to watch. Good. So if we then go back to the other presentation. Oh yeah, and the other thing I forgot to mention is our blog. So we're working on we're setting up at the moment. We're setting up a blog open to everyone else to write a short entry about their research findings. Maybe want to discuss some other papers that they've read and that they find interesting. But doesn't have their own blog, so we're providing a platform where they then can share with the guidance from our experienced bloggers on how to basically write a blog. That will become active, I think, next week on the 15th of March, or this week. So that's why we can't show you a preview, because they're still under construction. But stay tuned for that, and just check out the Twitter or Facebook, and I'm sure we will announce it through that. Okay, that brings us then to what else we offer. Well, I already mentioned the skills database and the people database, and the webinars that we're trying to host in the near future. The big workshop that we're planning on hosting in summer 2019 is a workshop on grant proposal writing. That would be over a couple of days, and we felt like when we started setting out our objectives that this was something that we all have to do, but we hardly ever learn how to actually write a good proposal. So trying to aim that, and all our webinars will be recorded, and our workshop will hopefully somehow, at least the presentations will be available for the people as well. So you can go back to the YouTube channel then and actually watch it if you missed it. And then the PDF crashed. So that was from just basically this page that's crashed. That was just an invitation, and we invite you to actively participate, because ultimately it's what you make out of it. So it's it's a network, and the network that it benefits from the members and the activities, how active they are, and what they propose. So if you have any ideas or any suggestions, we always an open door, and you can just email us. We can circulate information through the mailing list, which I'm sure you all set up with anyway, because otherwise how would you know about the webinar now, I think. Good. Yeah, how else can you get involved? I already mentioned the Twitter handle, our email address. Yeah, so just contact us, and then we'll get back to you in 1 or 2 days. And hopefully that gives a bit of an introduction into what the working group is all about. And if anyone has any questions, I'll just raise your hand and I'll put you on loudspeaker. Great. So Angela, would you like to say something? You raised your hand. Nick?
Yes, thank you. At least Angela Wade was trying to point out that the release of the blog will be the 20th of March, so a few more nights, eager anticipation, but yes. So 28th of March for the blog, and we already got some nice entries. The blog team has received really nice entries, and on our website you can see how to contact the blog team if you're interested in posting something yourself.
Excellent, yeah. About anything else?
I mean, the key thing about the blog, or the network itself, is that we have a few ideas of where we want to go, but the key point is really that we need your opinion to really move forward and create things and events that will benefit to the larger ECN community. So we really need your feedback and your input to help us to create new things.
Angela just asked, are there any people attending today, participants who aren't members at Pages, so haven't registered or haven't registered to the blog? Oh, Carmen. Okay, nice, welcome. Oh, you have no mic. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I think everybody can see the chat as well. I can make it bigger. Yes, please go on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Of course, I mean, if you ultimately see benefit for yourself in it, and that, yeah, I think so.
I mean, we don't have any real filters about who can be or
It's
cannot be
very
part
flexible.
of the networks. If you're interested, just subscribe to the mailing list, and on the page's website, just check that you're interested in the ECN stuff, and you will receive news about everything that we're doing.
Yes, and as you are working in Costa Rica, Carmen, we are interested to your membership, hopefully in active participation as well, as we are still looking for loads of people in our network who will actively joining it in the other continents than North America and Europe. So personally, I would be happy if you joined us.
Something that we maybe didn't describe in detail in the presentation is that we are really looking for what we call regional representatives. As Alex pointed out, we have a lot. Most of us are from either Europe or Javier is in the US at the moment. But we really want to extend that network and have people from other regions, like Central America is a perfect place, Africa, South America, all places where we don't have anybody right now. We want them to be involved with us, to contact us, and to help us with the community there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really good point, Carmen. Of course, I mean, if they're interested, or if you want to foster their interest, put them in contact with our network, and then hopefully they, gain some new spirit out of it, and want to do a PhD.
Yes, exactly. So if it's not for yourself, but also for others, notify them of our network and how people can join.
Yeah. Excellent. Are there any other questions by anyone? Any chance? So, are there any one of you going to EGU in a month's time? We're going to have a session there where we. When is it? Is it the Tuesday?
From the top of my head, Monday.
On Monday, exactly 1 month. On the 9th, Angela just said. We'll have a introductory session where we basically then talk about the same stuff we just said now, but we will show you guys the blog, and just get to know people who are interested in the network and meeting face to face. That would be great. We would be a few of you there.
Something I would like to know that would be interesting for us, and I'm going to ask a question and please raise your hand to say yes, for instance, we're going to do that. If our next webinar is about, for instance, teaching how to efficiently review a paper, who would be interested? Is it a topic that is of interest to you, or?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Right?
Positive. Keep going. Come on. Okay, so I guess we should do that for the next one. And
mirrors.
Similarly, for the grant writing workshop, if we organize something during the summer of 2019,
There is also one question if there will be any one from the Early Career Network at the upcoming IPA IAL conference in June in 2018. There should be. I think that our fellow committee member Alicia Bunk is going there. So at least we try to be present at all these big conferences for exposure and to meet everyone from the Early Career Network or just early career researchers in general at these occasions.
Oh, great. I mean, are there any other questions?
Angela just wrote a question concerning the frequency of these webinars. And I think we agreed to do about 3 webinars per year, something like that. It takes a lot of time to organize them, but depending on attendance and of the ideas that the community gives us and the feedbacks, we may organize them more often, I guess. But for now, we have planned about 3 per year.
Yes, and as I hope that Alex brought to the attention during his presentation, if you got any ideas about webinar topic or any ideas about anything other to improve our network, please share. It would be great.
Yeah, so if you really don't be shy, if you have anything you can that you think is of interest to the wider community, you can always share it over the mailing list. So the only thing you have to do is basically just email the mailing list, and it will be emailed to everyone on the mailing list. As easy as that.
Something that we have been discussing and that we maybe also can talk about is as a representative of your region, how much would it take a lot of work to be involved in the network?
I mean, it really depends how what you want to do. So if you want to organize like little meetings and stuff, obviously would take more work. And if you just want to be the representative for your region, then you will be the first point of contact for people, because you go to more conferences there, so you're more likely to know more people from from your region. But that really is entirely up to you. Like I said earlier, I think the network really comes what people make out of it. So if people want to be very active, then it will be a great and active network. If people don't want to interact, then obviously less so.
Yeah, basically I envision 2 tasks for the regional leaders. One being the point of contact, and the second is just to go to Congress and to be presented, maybe give that presentation, or just be around and have a poster to be visible at this meeting, so people can see that the group exists and can come to you and discuss about the aims of the group. It's not that much work. It doesn't involve a lot more work. Just being a bit more involved with your own community.
Okay, I think Carmen has a question and she's already typing in the general chat.
Yeah.
For Central America, it would be great if we could find grants for early career scientists here.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, we can definitely try to help.
If we come across something or something in the network, someone highlights something, then that's but we as a network itself, we don't have any.
And Pages is funding quite a lot of
Yes.
events, so ECR from developing countries are particularly welcome to receive these funds. So one answer could be look for all the events that are sponsored by Pages, and these people can apply and probably get some money.
Yes, and for instance, for the planned proposal writing workshop, where we will likely apply for grants at Pages. As Pages policy, this money will be mainly reserved for travel grants for people from further away. So in that way, it should be arranged already.
Yeah, that sounds good. Just email us at the pages.ecn@gmail.com.
Okay.
Well, related to this, like Alex already mentioned, we're also looking for representatives within the working groups, the existing Pages working groups. So I'm wondering whether anyone on here is already involved in one of the Pages working groups, and whether you could raise your hand if that's the case. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, because we want to have a tight a connection between the network and the working groups, it would be great to have contact people that are already active within those working groups. So we're looking for that too. And that just means that you would facilitate the flow of information in both directions. Which is a bit of a vague description, but we'll figure it out together, I guess.
Yeah, so basically it's really about if they were planning workshops and if these workshops are open. To other people that are not members of the working group, it would be very interesting for the early career research community to know about this. So yeah, things like that would be basically the information flow between groups.
Yeah, so if this is something that you could see yourself be interested in, taking on this role, then please drop us an email as well, and we will be calling out for this kind of stuff later on. But if you want to be proactive, even better.
Stella, can you explain them how it works for the blog if they want to write something? Because the blog is quite open, and we want to write articles. Can you give them a bit more information about that? How to contact you?
Yeah, certainly. So I'll just write the contact email address here. In a second, you'll see it. And then once the blog is online, which will be on the 20th of March, as Angela said, we will be posting the link everywhere, and then you'll have more contact information on the actual blog. And basically, everyone is welcome to contribute, and we would appreciate every single contribution. And we have 3 categories on the blog, so you can write about pretty much anything that has to do with being an early career researcher or with your work. So either a summary of your latest paper or your project, and then we will link to publications just to promote your work, or you can write about your field work or research cruise or workshop. You can give advice on how to use methods. You can just write like a funny piece, because we all need humor as well in our lives. or an opinion piece where you can share your thoughts on hot topics in the media. Climate change is always a hot topic, for example. Or something that affects you as an early career researcher in academia, maybe issues you face or maybe other good things. So it's a very broad blog, but it's all about paleosciences and early career researchers. So yeah, just drop us an email, and we are really looking forward to, getting a lot of contributions from everyone around the world. And we will have 2 or 3 posts ready by the launch date. And yeah, that's it.
And one aspect that is really interesting in this blog is that we're really looking for you to tell us your experience in academia. It's not just your science or research, it's also how you feel in academia, how you overcome some obstacle or all these questions that are non-scientific but are clearly related to the life of an early career researcher. And we are really interested in that aspect of your life in academia.
Yeah, certainly. And so it's just to give early career researchers more of a platform and a voice. And yeah, as we said, it can be about just your science, or it can be about some other aspect of being an early career researcher.
Okay, so any other question?
Don't be shy.
Be shy, just write it in the chat if you prefer. I'm sure you have millions of questions. For the next webinar we organize, can you think of any topic that you think would be interesting for you? The next one is probably about how to review a paper. But what after that? Is there any topic that you would be interested to see? Economic and science would be an interesting topic. That would be also an interest. For the grant opportunities, I think we are already covering that with the Facebook page and the Twitter and the mailing list.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, the grant application part, that will be the big workshop. But like you said, Carmen, yeah, it is a very difficult topic, and I can imagine it's very hard to find funding. So yeah, we're obviously trying to put as much information on that on the
Yes,
channels that we have.
one other topic that we discussed also during the Younger Scientist meeting in Spain last May was to know more about people who did not continue in science, who decided for whatever reason to enter academic career, and it would be interesting to find out where they ended up. So who would be interested in a few participants in a webinar about what can happen with your career, or some people will tell about their career after they end their scientific career? Can you raise your hand? That's half. Okay. Yes. Well, thank you for sharing this. This is good information for us.
to half, really.
The one you said, this seems to be like a really important topic. I remember I was in one of the groups that discussed that, and it seemed to be really in everybody's mind, like what's happening when we leave academia. Where can we go? When can we do? Because I love science, and science only happens in academia. But there was lots of discussions on how you can use what you learn in academia to use that in the real world, if I may say. But I think this would be a really interesting topic.
All right. Aritina has a raised hand. Do you have another question, or is it only about the poll?
Yeah, exactly. That's the point of the idea. You would get people in who made the transition, who are working in the industry, for example, and then would talk about their experience and their reasons why they left academia.
So it might be a little bit tricky to find the people at first, but we still have quite some time to ask around people who have left academia, and we will also ask, of course, the network if they know any particular persons who have ended their academic career recently or some years ago, and to get in touch with them.
I think we should also keep in mind that it's an ongoing effort. So the people who are now members of the group, we expect that when some of them will leave academia, they will share their feedback in the future. So we cannot provide everything now, but it's really like we hope that by building this community, with time we can really gather all that information, all that knowledge in one place that people can go to and read to be reassured about their future. And the blog could be that place. I can see in the chat like some of you know people that could contribute to that. Maybe if you could put them in touch with us, that would be really, really interesting for us.
Yes, exactly, Stella. Hopefully we will find people from all kinds of fields.
Have we covered all the topics and all the questions?
Yeah, I think so. Let's just get ideas in there as well. Thanks for.
You can come back tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock UK time, or 9 o'clock Central European time, and early morning in the States. And
That's the best point.
yeah.
Yeah, but please don't hesitate to contact us on any of those email addresses that we gave you, the regular one or the blog one. And if you come up with a question in 2 hours from now or 2 weeks from now, just, send us an email. We're everywhere. Yeah, true. And we keep saying questions, but we're also looking for suggestions or just, raising your hand again to show that you would like to maybe take on a more active role, which is very welcome.
Absolutely. Cool. If nothing else comes up, I would like to thank you for listening and participating, and I'd like to thank Manuel, Nick, and Stella, and especially Angela for typing all these things down and giving some additional information. That was great help. I hope I meet you all at some point or hear from you. So,
thank you, Alex, Manuel, Nick, and Angela, and everyone who participated, and see you next time.